Hi everybody, and welcome to number 9 in my series of, I'm showing you the wrong thing, in my series of this 81-day drop-in creativity challenge, where I challenge you to be creative by sharing something with me, and I'll talk about it the following day. It's a very cold but a very beautiful day today. It's chilly here in the suburbs of Paris. How about where you are? How is it where you are? And I thought, oh my goodness, it's going to be too cold to even do this, but I'm shading myself from the wind in the sunshine, and it's looking pretty nice. So let me start with a little bit of, as I said, I aim for this to be somewhere where I share my creativity with you and you share yours with me. So if you have created something in the last little while, or if you would like to create something today and share it with me, then put it in the comments below. It could be a picture, a painting, a poem, anything, a story, and I will show it tomorrow, as I'm going to do with a couple of things today. I'm going to give you a little bit of mindfulness. I've got this series of books which you know about. It's Mindful Thoughts 4... And the one I'm going to read from today is City Dwellers. Very short passage. Maybe too short, but maybe it'll make us think of something as well. Might be getting some wind on the microphone there. Hope not. Trying to shield the microphone a little bit. So I'm going to read from this. It's for, people who live in cities and stuff, still trying to get a bit of mindfulness into their lives. And I'm going to read the first passage from this, which is called Make Soul Memories. There's a picture of a guy in a park and a woman with a baby and some pigeons. Pigeons are my friend. They often appear in some of my photographs. So this is the text. If someone described you as a carpe diem person, it's pretty likely that you would take it as a huge compliment. Most of us aspire to making every day count, even though it isn't always achievable, given the need to pay bills or fetch groceries. And we city dwellers, with so much choice, arguably possess a wide array of tools to live every day as if it is our last. You might not think that living the carpe diem life has anything to do with freeing yourself of FOMO, the fear of missing out. But I wonder if the act of bringing moments to life has less to do than we assume with tearing around, mopping up all the gigs, exhibitions, concerts, and pop-up cocktail bars on offer. So I'm not sure where they're going to go with that. That was just the very first section of that. But this idea of some people, they live in cities and they love it, which is great. And there's so much to do. But sometimes we're running around so much that we don't actually stop to enjoy the little things, the tiny things, like, I don't know. Can you see anything there? Spring buds starting to come out, the leaves starting to come out on the trees, and sunshine, warm sunshine on a chilly day, and a bird just flying over there. So I'm getting more into the simple things in life, appreciating nature more as time goes on, and really, really tiny things like these little buds coming out. Getting philosophical in my old age. I'm going to look at some of the things that you've contributed, but you can say hello if you like, and I'll say hello in a moment. I got a lovely picture from Kirsten in the Today's the Day group, and she said she was just wandering along and saw an amazing sky, and decided to share it with us with that empty road going into the distance. That is a beautiful picture. Sort of splits up into green on the left, blue in the top with white, and then that triangle, that spear of beigey brown on the field, which hasn't got anything in it yet, coming in on the right. Very nice. And I'm going to share something from Thomas. Thomas is writing a story, and the story is about a grey man living a grey life. And but I mean, he hasn't written it all, so it's just started off as a grey man living a grey life. And I've got a feeling that it's going to end up with his life being a bit more colourful. I hope so. And he's done this with his photo. He's taken a photograph of a drawing that he did. I'm sure it's his, and he made it black and he made it grey, very grey, to go with his grey story. But in reality, it's like that, which is a very beautiful orangey yellow colour, and turned it grey. So I'm looking forward to that story, Thomas. I would like to hear more about what's going to happen to this grey man living his grey life in his grey world. And that's a good start for a story, because it's so intriguing, and there's so much potential for that. I want to know what you're going to come up with. Got a comment. Hi, Thomas. It's Thomas. I'm talking about your pictures, man. It's pretty cool. And now I'm going to go back, and I'm going to give you a... shall I give you the poem first, or shall I give you the quote first? That is the question. I'll give you a quote. So this is from a series of quotes I did a while ago, years ago, on creativity. And this is from, I did two types, one for businessy type creativity and one for general. This is personal creativity. And the quote is from George Bernard Shaw, I think. I thank him. I say much thanks to George Bernard Shaw and something else. And it says, life isn't about finding yourself. Life is about creating yourself. I like that. I like this idea that we create our lives from day to day. I've just created this video, created this walk, whereas I was sitting inside my apartment a minute ago, so I've just created that. Am I creating these Am I creating these beautiful trees behind me by looking at them? I don't know. That gets into the sort of strange questions like, do things exist when we are not there to perceive them? And that's up to you to decide. I can't decide that for you. And I don't know. And I added to this, because I don't like to just give people's quotes and not add to them. So I said, based on the quote, life isn't about finding yourself, life is about creating yourself. I said, in other words, don't mope around waiting for something, march around creating something. Oh, I even threw a rhyme in there. Don't mope around waiting for something, march around creating something. So that's what I'm doing with this little series of videos. 81 days, creating those and seeing what's going to happen. These are, I'm thinking of adopting trees, and I'm thinking of adopting these ones, but I haven't decided yet. I have to wait and see, because they are very beautiful. But there's another one over there, if I can show you, which I'm very fond of as well. Where is it? Yeah, it's that one there. How can I show that to you properly? Yeah, that one there, which I really like as well. So I'm not sure which one to adopt. And then, of course, they have to adopt me. I'm going to finish off with a little poem. I was looking through my poems, and I realized that there were a couple of years where I'd literally only written one poem. And I was thinking, wow, what poem could be worth a year? What year could only be worth one poem? And I found, so I looked at one, and I'm going to share it with you. This is the photograph that inspired it. It was a rather dark year, to be honest. I was, if I remember correctly, I was commuting, when was it? I don't know. Maybe I'll find out in a second. No, not 19. It was maybe 2011, something like that. And I was commuting back and forth to this place in the countryside a bit. Not in a particularly good state myself. And then I saw this guy on a train, on the train that I was traveling back on from the outskirts of Paris to wherever I was living. This guy on a train with his bag. He's one of those people who has their bags of stuff around them, like loads of huge bags. Had his feet in these sort of scruffy shoes, and he had his jacket over his head. So I don't know if he was exactly homeless, but, you know, not one of those types, you know, one of those types you see around carting their bags around. And there he was. This was his life, sat on the train with the thing over his head. And that produced a poem. And the poem is this. I called it My Retreat. No one seeks to meet and greet, discreet between the reeking seats. My meek retreat, a bite to eat, would make my meagre plight complete. a welcome treat beyond the weekly fighting feet, beneath my tweedy sheath, a sneaky life replete, far from the feckless street. So I was obviously playing with the sound E, that's kind of obvious, but I did spend some time on it, and I hope it doesn't, you know, when I read it, I think maybe that all those E's takes away from the actual point I was trying to make. No one seeks to meet and greet, discreet between the reeking seats, my meek retreat, a bite to eat, would make my meagre plight complete. A welcome treat beyond the weekly fighting feet, beneath my tweedy sheath, a sneaky life replete, far from the feckless street. So I was trying to get inside this guy's head, I guess, trying to work out what he was, you know, what's going on with him. And I don't know if I succeeded or not, but I used a lot of words with the sound E in them, that's for sure. Now I'm going to go and attack my local supermarket. I will ask you once more, if you have created something recently, or if you would like to, today, because I'll ask you again tomorrow, so I can say today, please share it with me. Share it in the video underneath, or share it in my Today's the Day group, or the Infinite Creativity Now group. Share it. A picture of it, your words, your whatever it is you create. And if not, if you don't create, well, start creating. And I will talk about it tomorrow. And I'll finish off with a word from the sponsors. This is how you can, my next thing you can do with me, I'm doing a photography masterclass soon. And I'm also doing this, which is a mastermind. We get together for 9 weeks and we talk about stuff in a powerful mastermind for 9 weeks. And you can get there by going to this, infinitecreativitynow.com/mastermind. And check out the page because it's quite fun. So I'm going to say bye-bye. Thanks for watching. Are there any comments? And yeah, so Thomas, yeah, just Thomas for the moment. Thanks for watching, Thomas. Really do appreciate you, supporting me and getting stuff out of my stuff. And I'll talk to you guys again tomorrow. And have a nice one. I'm going to go for a nice walk in this lovely sunshine before it gets chilly and before we have to go back in for the lockdown. So bye for now. Take care.